Muse Music Store and Mahaska County Conservation Board presents Eveland Access Summerfest Music by the River 2024. June 1st from noon to 10 p.m. featuring 8 musical artists with live music, activities like bingo, sand volleyball, and cornhole, food, and much, much more. It's a free event at the Eveland Access Campgrounds at 2890 Galveston Avenue, Oskaloosa. Bring a friend and have a lot of fun at the Eveland Access Summerfest 2024 Music by the River. June 1st from noon to 10 at the Eveland Access Campgrounds.
Wednesday, May 1st. Can I have roll call, please?
Osbaker.
Yes.
Lenz.
Oh, yes.
Schultz.
Present.
Clark. Conrad.
Present.
McLaughlin.
Present.
Thank you.
Approval or amendment to the tentative agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the tentative agenda. Second.
Osbaker.
Yes.
Lenz.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Conrad.
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank you.
The consent agenda. All items under the consent agenda will be enacted by one motion. There'll be no separate discussion of these items unless a request is made prior to voting.
Can we vote on C separately, please?
Vote on C separately.
I make a motion we approve consent agenda items A through H, except for C.
Second.
Osbaker.
Yes.
Lenz.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Conrad.
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, under the consent agenda, item C, approval of library accounts payable claims.
I'd make a motion to approve library accounts payable claims.
Second.
Osbaker.
Yes.
Lenz.
Abstain.
Schultz.
Yes.
Conrad.
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, public hearings, I'm showing nothing there. Additional city business, discussion and possible approval of change order number 21 regarding refund of all change order credits for the Sigourney Facade Phase 1 project.
So that is $13,000, correct? That's being.
That's correct.
And what happens to that?
I think that this is change order credits, just what it says. Like Amanda's, like 119 East Marion is a $3,000 credit. That's for her sign that she went ahead and did herself, instead of them doing it. So they gave her account, so to speak, back credit of $3,000. That's what I believe this is different change order credits
So the
over
same.
the time, over the project.
So the same for all those other addresses?
I believe so.
Okay.
And it results in a new contract, so less money overall.
Okay.
So I move that we approve change order number 21, refund of all change order credits.
Second. Baker,
Yes.
Lentz,
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Conrad,
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Item number 2, discussion and possible approval of application and certificate for payment number 15 to RG Construction for the facade project, Sigourney, Iowa.
So once this is paid, the whole project is considered done then?
There's one more pay estimate, and it's the retainage. But this one's like the last pay estimate, and then the next one's the retainage, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
So I move that we approve pay estimate number 15 to RG Construction.
Second.
Osbaker,
Yes.
Lentz,
Yes.
Schultz,
Yes.
Conrad,
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Item number 3, discussion and possible approval of application and certificate for payment number 16 for retainage to RG Construction for the facade project, Sigourney, Iowa.
This is what wraps it up.
We're good, we're happy, we're good.
We're done.
Happy?
We're
I
done.
know.
Happy.
Happy, maybe
I
not,
know.
Maybe
but
not yet.
no
maybe
more,
later.
no more.
No more.
So
So,
I'll make a motion to approve pay estimate number 16, the retainage.
second.
Osbaker,
Yes.
Lentz,
Yes.
Schultz,
Yes.
Conrad,
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Item number 4, discussion and possible approval of letter regarding Sigourney 20-DTR-005 minor amendment request to Sarah Plowman, CDBG Project Manager, Iowa Economic Development Authority.
This is all what Chris with Area 15 does. This is what we pay him to do. And from what I understand is he's giving the original budget and what he wants the new budget to be for the grant amount, then the local amount, which I believe is a combination. Now that I think about it, I believe it's a combination of the city's share and the building owner's share. And then the total amount, what was the original budget and what the new budget would be, which has gone down roughly $48,000. The second section there is the administration that's allowable in this grant. And so you can see what the original budget was and what the new budget was for each one of those categories. And this is what we would pay out to Area 15, or we have paid out to Area 15.
Yeah, it more reflects the actuals.
Yes.
I would make a motion to approve the letter regarding Sigourney 20 DTR 005 minor amendment request to Sarah Plowman.
Second.
Osbaker,
Yes.
Lentz, Schultz,
Yes.
Conrad,
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Item number 5, discussion and possible approval of quote for wastewater treatment plan roofs.
So I don't know if you all remember last, I think it was May, roughly around May 7th. We had damage, a lot of people had damage. So this is the quote. This was a little hard to get because it's a special roof out there, Fabrel or something like that. Somehow it doesn't show I don't know that it's nails, screws, or whatever. It's a special, so hard finding somebody to give a price on this. But anyway, we do have one. The price is almost $58,000. Last summer, when the insurance adjuster came, he, somewhere he gave a quote on what he thought the damage would be, and so last summer it was just a little over 54,000 is what the insurance is saying. So if we approve this, then I will send this to them and see if, you know, I would assume there might need to be adjustments due to the long, you know, it's been 8 months, 8 months ago since he gave this quote, or since they gave their costs to the insurance company, so hopefully they will cover this, but because there's 4 or 5 buildings out there that just had a little bit of damage.
So we need to bring the adjuster out again?
I don't think he has to come out again, I just think the insurance wants to know what our quotes are, and if we accept this quote. I don't know how it ends, if we have to pay the difference, or if they'll adjust their stuff.
Has anybody talked to them? I see that it says it's a 14-day offer.
I haven't, I don't know if Brent has or not,
Okay.
so I'll just talk to Brent tomorrow and we'll give him a call, but I mean, I don't know if you guys are willing to. And I get, because Bonnie and Brent both tell us that prices change every other day on materials, right? So this could change.
Make the motion, we accept the quote for the wastewater treatment plant roofs.
Second.
Baker,
Yes.
Lentz,
Yes.
Schultz,
Yes.
Conrad,
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Item number 6, discussion and possible approval of new business at Industrial Park.
So we have had an entity approach us who's interested in starting a new business. They've expressed interest in a specific lot down at the industrial park. And it became necessary, well, the type of business is a meat locker. And it would entail slaughtering animals on the premise. So we looked at the ordinances, at the ordinance that is specified in the document that it was shared, and one of the prohibited uses originally was the slaughtering of animals for property in the industrial park. And one can imagine there are several reasons why you would want to look at that carefully, right? But we have examples nearby, Kyoto Meats, things like that, where it sits right in the middle of town. And so we approached zoning and planning, excuse me, and asked for them to review, and they came back with a recommendation that the meat locker should be permitted, and we should adjust the ordinance accordingly in this case. It's not a broad brush, it's a case-by-case
Yeah, it
assessment.
wouldn't change anything, because it states right in there that the council can, but they have to have, planning and zoning has to look at it, and the council has to say yea or nay. But everything's on a case-by-case
On an
basis.
individual basis, right. So
How-
that's the background.
How would this affect our water supply here, and especially how would it affect the wastewater?
Plenty of capacity. I think Donnie's here, we've got plenty of capacity on both water and sewer. True?
Did you talk to me about that?
Talk to Brent.
Okay, yeah, because I knew this was coming, but I've never been,
Yeah, I talked to Brent, and
okay.
based on our previous conversations with other options or other inquiries on the industrial park, neither water nor sewer is a problem for us. We've got plenty of capacity. And there's also a lift station down there as well, so we don't have to worry about putting anything in to accommodate that as well.
And what about neighbors, smells, anything like that? Is there anything that we need to worry about?
The provision is that animals cannot be kept outside. They have to be taken inside, even if they're there overnight.
Okay.
We've already got ordinances for making sure that the property is clean and well-maintained, so we don't have any problems there either. We did the research, I talked to Doug, so I think we're okay.
This is what's being proposed is comparable, something like what is over in Kyoto?
Yes, it would be a retail and a wholesale. They would slaughter animals on site. They would have a small retail outlet there where they would sell directly. And then they'd fill orders much like Kyoto.
Well, we certainly have animals at the expo every once in a while.
Shipping costs should be
Yeah.
minimal, right?
Well, when I've been to Kyoto, I haven't noticed any offensive smells there at their plant or around it.
No, it's very well run. Agreed. And as long as we have the ordinances in place to make sure that we don't have issues, we shouldn't have a problem.
So it sounds like it's been researched.
We've researched it,
And
yes.
looked at, so
Yeah.
that's, okay, I'm good with that then.
Okay, we need a motion to approve.
So is it okay for me to make a motion? Or no? Since I'm bringing this to the table, I'm not sure.
Approve
it's covered.
the,
Excellent, so it's got, yeah.
a meat locker out of the industrial park, which has been approved as far as the variance by the appropriate commission.
I'd second.
Oostbaker,
Abstain.
Lentz,
Yes.
Schultz,
Yes.
Conrad,
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, Keokuk County Economic Development Report. Gary, please.
So we're starting active planning on both the car show. There's meetings have begun. We have secured a number of sponsors, and we're starting to get entries. So that's coming along. We're actually ahead of schedule a little bit this year. And we're getting some inquiries about some other car shows that occur throughout the county. So it seems like interest in this is picking up. Hopefully it'll be bigger even than it was last year. Farmers Market will be opening before too long. Once again, Sandy has done just an outstanding job in lining up vendors and recruiting people to come in. I'm expecting it to be even more interesting and enjoyable than it was last year.
Yes.
Child care, the corporation papers are being signed right now. We are working on blueprints and mechanical drawings. We've looked at a playground adjacent to the Sigourney property, a playground area where we can fence it in. So the building itself, the leasehold improvements that we're contemplating, the leasing of the adjacent property and the establishment of a playground area is all starting to come together. The only thing I'm really missing at this point are some complementary costs from Kyoto for any work that they need to do. Once we have we've already got our EIN. Once we get our searching for the correct term, we apply to the IRS for our tax exempt status, and we can begin to bring in money and start to kick things off. 501c3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Park and Rec, discussion possible approval of hiring an additional lifeguard. Is this the 15-year-old?
Yes, 14, she's 14.
Or
now.
14.
She'll be 15
She'll be
in
15.
July. We have not received confirmation. We've been told that 2 lifeguards are quitting. But they were told they needed to come in and tell us, but we haven't heard that yet. So I'm waiting for that to come through before I do a new resolution. But I needed to get her hired because she can go through the lifeguarding classes. The instructor just cannot give her her card until she actually turns 15.
And according to your email, she would not be able to start until she was 15 in July.
As far as
Correct.
lifeguarding goes. I don't know if they're short staffed, if she should be able to work in the admissions concession side of things. She just cannot lifeguard until she turns 15. Yeah.
But she can do the training.
Yes, she can do that now, and then the instructor will issue her card once she turns 15, and then she can start lifeguarding, setting the chair.
Okay.
I make a motion that we hire the young lady to start.
Sorry, I should put that up. Kaylee Corbin is her name. Okay,
Sorry, it was on her application.
okay, yes, it was.
That we hire her once she is certified in a sufficient age, 15.
Okay.
Second.
Oostbaker,
Yes.
Lentz,
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Conrad,
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Item number 2, discussion and possible approval of hiring a flag football director for 2024 flag football season. I
So,
believe we just have one application.
right, we have one letter of interest from Alan Sellers. He has done that for several years. So he would like to do that
I
again,
think he's reaching decades almost.
maybe.
Probably at least a month.
Yeah.
Two of them lives in school.
So, if there aren't any concerns or anything, I would like to, approve hiring Alan Sellers as the flag football director for the 2024 flag football season.
Second.
Oostbaker,
Yes.
Lentz. Yes. Schultz.
Yes.
Conrad.
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Next, street and sanitation. Discussion and possible approval of first reading of ordinance amending Title 6, Physical Environment, Chapter 5, Utilities, Billing Charges, Section 6-5-9, Refuse Collection Rates.
Well, I'd make a motion to approve the first reading, I'll just put that out there, and, you know, we've discussed this quite a bit, so
Get with the story.
you don't want me to elaborate?
No, you sure can.
No.
Mine's the last one, so I'm gonna be like what he said.
No, we had a good discussion about this last week, unless there are any questions, I guess I've made the motion.
Second.
Oostbaker,
Yes.
Lentz,
Yes.
Schultz,
Yes.
Conrad,
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Water and wastewater. Discussion and possible approval of first reading of ordinance amending Title 6, Physical Environment, Chapter 5, Utilities, Billing Charges, Section 6-5-8. I think it's supposed to be water rates. Section 6-5-12, Water Replacement Surcharge, Section 6-5-13, Bulk Water Rates.
So as was stated previously, we discussed this at length at the previous council meeting. If there are no questions, I would move that we approve the first reading of the ordinance amending Title 6, Physical Environment, Chapter 5, Utilities, Billing Charges, Section 6-5-8, Water Rates, Section 6-5-12, Water Replacement Surcharge, Section 6-5-13, Bulk Water Rate. Stop that.
That's what happens when we sit close. A second. Oh,
Oh, I think she did.
No, I
No,
no,
you
she didn't.
Oh,
She
no.
does not have to.
Oh, but I thought she was wanting,
No.
No, I did not say that.
I thought I heard you say something, I'll
Oh,
put
you
it that
did hear
way.
me say something.
So it's been seconded?
Yes.
Yes. Oostbaker,
Yes.
Lentz,
Yes.
Schultz,
Yes.
Conrad,
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Item number 2, discussion and possible approval of first reading of ordinance amending Title 6, Physical Environment, Chapter 5, Billing Charges, Section 6-5-7, Customer Guarantee Deposits.
And again, we discussed this at some length in the previous council meeting. It has to do with guarantee deposits and the increases. And just as a reminder, there was a larger increase for rental properties than there was for properties for homeowners, just as a reminder. If there are no questions. So I move that we approve the first reading of ordinance amending Title 6, Physical Environment, Chapter 5, Billing Charges, Section 6-5-7, Customer Guarantee Deposits.
Second.
Oostbaker,
Yes.
Lentz,
Yes.
Schultz,
Yes.
Conrad,
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank
Item number 3, discussion and possible approval of first reading of ordinance amending Title 6, Physical Environment, Chapter 5, Utilities, Billing Charges, Section 6-5-10, Rate of Sewer Rent and Manner of Payment.
What they say. So, does anyone have any questions? I would make a motion to, to approve the first reading of the ordinance amending Title 6, Physical Environment, Chapter 5, Utilities, Billing Charges, Section 6-5-10, Rate of Sewer Rent and Manner of Payment.
Second.
O'Baker.
Yes.
Litz.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Conrad.
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Public Safety, have nothing on the agenda. Finance, nothing on the agenda. Human Resources, nothing. City Clerk, nothing. Leaves us public input. Public, any input? Council, any input?
Just fine.
Can I have a motion to close the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
O'Baker.
Yes.
Litz.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Conrad.
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
Thank you.